All right, in this video, I'm going to give some simple mathematical proof that every American is being robbed during this coronavirus, right? By banks and corporations, by our government during this coronavirus. How am I going to do that, you might ask? Well, I'm going to start off with these index cards that you see I've written in my hands. It took me a few minutes to do this. I am not a math genius. I'm not an economist. None of those things. I'm just a guy with some index cards and a pen. Here we go. All right. This is undeniable. Undeniable. The government, our government, has spent trillions. Let me repeat that. Trillions of dollars on stimulus packages so far during this pandemic. It's true, right? It's on the news. Everybody talks about it. All the money we are spending. All right, next card. There are 12 zeros in $1 trillion. I don't know if you can wrap your head around that. That's a lot of freaking zeros, right? If you want to think about it a different way, like it says on my card, you could say that 1 trillion is 1 million times 1 million. Imagine that in dollars. So you could also say that 1 million equals 1 trillion. I'm gonna try and explain that in a way more visual way that you could just imagine this in your head. You have a suitcase, right, with $1 million. Maybe you did a drug deal. Maybe you robbed a bank. I don't know. Maybe you're just rich and you wanted to put $1 million in a suitcase, right? Now imagine 1 million of those suitcases. 1 million suitcases, each containing $1 million. That's $1 trillion. It's a lot of money, right? Next card. All right. So I went on Google and I was curious, how many people are in the United States? Well, this year there's going to be a few less because of the coronavirus. But last year there were there were less than 330 million people in the United States. The entire country, children, women, men, rich people, poor people, even Jeff Bezos is in this. Trillionaires, billionaires, millionaires, broke people, thousandaires like me. So let's do some math. We're going to do some math. Right here. 1 trillion looks like this. 3 zeros, 6 zeros, 9 zeros, 12 zeros, 12 zeros. Look, it fills the whole screen with zeros and a 1 in front of it. $1 trillion. Now we're going to divide that by this amount, 330 million, which are people. Dollars, people. Dollars, people. 1 trillion divided by 330 million. Like so. There it is. This is what you get. $3,030. That's what every single citizen in our country could have gotten. Well, at least, okay, if we spent $2.5 trillion, that would be that amount for at least 2.5 months. And if we had done this, this could have been over. Everybody would have stayed home. We would have ordered in, would have paid our rent, would have had plenty of groceries, would have been able to keep the cable, the utilities on. People wouldn't be panicking about being broke because nobody has any money. Now you say, wow, $3,030, that's not a lot of money. Well, maybe it isn't a lot of money if you're a banker or a CEO of a huge corporation. You own a bank. You know what I mean? You make a lot of money. Maybe $3,030 isn't a lot of money. But if you have a lot of money, then you don't need a lot of money. This would just be gravy. And I don't care who got this money. They did some means testing. They were like, well, we want to make sure only people who need the money get the money, which it stretched out the process. It made it harder. Now you got to prove that you broke. You got to prove that you're broke. It's so fucking merciless. I'm disgusted. But what I would have done is I would have been like, here, see that baby over there? Here's $3,030. Um, Jeff Bezos, here you go, $3,030. Random guy, lady, kid, I don't care. A priest, a nun, a doctor, a whatever. Everybody gets 3,000. It's like Oprah. Reach under your chair. Everybody's got $3,030. That's what should have been done. If we had done that, right, for a couple of months, right, everybody would have had money to get by. And it just, this trickle down crap, it makes no sense. It's the worst economic policy ever. Like, give it to the banks, right? And what are the banks going to do with it? Well, they're going to decide who gets that money, who gets those loans, you know? And even the stimulus that went to your banks, the banks are grabbing it, right? So if you're just giving the people the money, what do you think would have happened? We all would have spent the money. We all would have bought stuff. We would have paid our bills. The banks get the money anyway. So why give it to the banks and let them choose who gets some of it? Doesn't make any sense. Everybody would have been all right, and this could have been over, and it would have cost less, you know. So I don't know if I've made you nuts and enraged you, but I hope I have to some extent, because we're being screwed. It's just, do some math. We're being taken advantage of. We're being fooled and tricked, and you know what? This is our money. Jeff Bezos doesn't pay taxes. You know, Amazon, Apple, they don't pay taxes. Why are we giving them money? They don't even pay money. It's our money. And everybody's like, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for healthcare? How are you going to pay for um, forgiveness of college debt? How are you going to pay for anything? Is what anything good, anything that people need. They say, how are you going to pay for it? I don't know. How do we pay for this? Right? Anyway, when you watch this, I hope that it makes you think, and I don't know. It's like I feel like we're all screwed, and I just, when this is over, it's gonna be really bad. A lot of people are gonna have to file bankruptcy. A lot of people are dying because they can't afford medicine. A lot of people are gonna lose their homes, um, and it's another transfer of wealth from the bottom up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm going to say what we should be doing right now. We should be striking. Anybody that is an essential worker, not a banker, not a CEO, right? Doctors, the guy that's bagging your grocery, the guy at the pharmacy, our postal workers, post office is getting screwed too. Go on strike, make them suffer, make the make, but break the stock market, make it plunge. Crush Amazon. This is the only time we can do it. You know, let's get some healthcare out of this. Let's at least a living minimum wage. I mean, you know. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe we're screwed. We'll see. We'll see what happens when this is done.